The Punjab government launched a massive manhunt for a 30-year-old radical Sikh preacher named Amritpal Singh. The operation to nab him has been so extensive that the government even imposed an internet ban on a state of 25 million people. So who is Amritpal Singh? How did he become so popular? And why did the Punjab government crack down on him and his followers? Let me explain. Amritpal Singh has been labelled by the media as India's most wanted man, a fugitive, a Khalistani separatist and more. But the fact is that Amritpal Singh has been on the government radar only for the last 6 or 7 months. So here's what we know about him. Amritpal Singh was born in 1993 in Jalapur Khera village in Amritsar. He went on to study mechanical engineering from a university in Punjab, but dropped out years later when he moved to Dubai in 2012 to work for his family's transport business. It was in 2019 that Amritpal started getting noticed on social media. He travelled to India and joined the farmers' protest against the union government's farm laws. He associated himself with actor and activist Deep Sidhu, who made headlines during the farmers' agitation over the hoisting of the Nishan Sahib at the Red Fort in New Delhi on Republic Day in 2021. At that time, Deep Sidhu was accused of defaming the farmers' movement, with several farmers' unions distancing themselves from him. It was then that Amritpal Singh became his vocal supporter, defending Deep Sidhu on several social media platforms, aggressively calling out those who spoke against the activist. Incidentally, Amritpal never actually met Deep Sidhu in person. The two were in touch through social media and over the phone. In fact, some reports suggest that Deep Sidhu had at one point even blocked Amritpal's phone number. But this has been countered by Amritpal, who said that this was temporary and done for security reasons. While Amritpal returned to Dubai, he shot to the limelight after Deep Sidhu was killed in a car accident in February 2022. His death came just months after he formed Waris Punjab, which roughly translates to Heirs of Punjab, an organization to protect and fight for the rights of Punjab and raise social issues. Even as Deep's family and his supporters were grieving his death, just weeks later on March 4, 2022, Amritpal was declared leader of Waris Punjab on his Facebook page. But Deep's family and several in the organization say that this was done without their consent or knowledge. But the man in question remained in Dubai for several months before he returned to India in August 2022. The Indian Express reported that over the next few weeks, Amritpal met several people, including followers of Deep Sidhu, Sikh religious and political heads seeking their support. Then on September 25th last year, Amritpal became a baptized Sikh. He sported a new look, growing out his close-cropped hair and beard and swapping out his t-shirt and jeans for traditional Sikh attire. His look was inspired by Khalistani militant Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale, who was killed in Operation Blue Star in 1984 for leading the separatist movement. But it wasn't just his look that Amritpal was emulating, but also his politics. For months, Amritpal had been openly voicing his support for the creation of Khalistan on several social media platforms. On September 29th, Amritpal addressed a large gathering in Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale's ancestral village. Here he demanded that the Indian government not take legal action against those waging a peaceful struggle for Khalistan in India and abroad. Amritpal's pro-Khalistan speeches and videos soon started going viral. It was then that central agencies started taking notice of him. The union government wrote to the Punjab government to stay vigilant over his activities. But Amritpal's gatherings drew large crowds. In November, he went on a religious procession urging Sikh youths to get baptized. But it wasn't just his views on religion and Khalistan that made him popular. He spoke out against the drug menace in Punjab, water disputes, the undermining of the Punjabi language, the erosion of Sikh values and more. Many attribute Amritpal's sudden popularity to the vacuum in Punjab politics after the decline of the Badals. Others point out that Amritpal was able to tap into the growing discontent among the youth with the union and state governments. Amritpal and his supporters made headlines in December 2022 when they damaged furniture at a Gurudwara. This was after Amritpal had warned devotees against using chairs in Gurudwaras, asking them instead to pray while being seated on the ground. More violence followed. On February 23rd this year, Amritpal and his supporters stormed the Ajnala police station on the outskirts of Amritsar, demanding the release of his close aide Lovepreet Tufan. They clashed with the police, injuring many as they flashed their guns and swords. The Ajnala incident came as a huge embarrassment for the Punjab police, which was criticized for going soft on Amritpal. Then weeks later, on March 18th, the Punjab police began its crackdown on Amritpal and his supporters, launching a massive manhunt for the Waris Punjab leader. Their operation began a day before Amritpal was scheduled to begin his second religious procession. Over 100 of his close aides and supporters have been arrested since March 18th. Outside India, pro-Khalistan protesters vandalized the Indian missions in San Francisco and London and carried out agitations outside the consulates in Canada and Australia. Amritpal's sudden rise has raised several questions. Key among them is who is backing a 30-year-old who spent a decade in Dubai before returning to India. There are several theories doing the rounds, from Amritpal being trained by Pakistan's ISI to being supported by powerful groups in New Delhi to Khalistan sympathizers backing him. And while all of this perhaps remains in the realm of speculation for now, the fact is that many in Punjab are apprehensive about Amritpal and his organization taking Punjab back to the 1980s, when violence and bloodshed ruled the roost. That's all for this week. I'll be sure to join you next Friday. But before I go, a quick reminder to support independent news organizations like the News Minute. You can do so by becoming a member. Also subscribe to our YouTube channels. And as always, if you like this video, hit the like button and share this video with your friends.